What's up, guys?
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Yep, we're a little early, but you know what? Let's go. Let's go. If anyone listens, great. If no one, it's just like my married life. No one listens to me.
It's true. I've seen this.
Woo! So, Cameron, we haven't had a chance to talk about the madness from yesterday.
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was supposed to be something epic, you know? It was truly supposed to be something good. And I gotta say, it was a bit of a letdown for me. The first half was a pretty big time snooze fest, I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot of stuff that we've already heard. Rehashed, just this time not in English. We had to read the subtitles, so that's never fun.
And there was no subtitles.
Yeah,
it was Louie
true,
and me
actually.
talking. I got to tell you, just to recap a little bit, it was a nut. Well, you know, I can't say it was a nothing burger because there was some stuff that got dropped at the end. Yeah, the first 2 hours and 59 minutes, it was literally just nothing. That's loud. Okay. It was just nothing. It was just crap. Right. And unfortunately for, the UFO folks, we've heard these stories before. Mm-hmm. Right. So Robert Sala's very cool. Robert Sala's very cool. Ryan Graves was there. We've heard the story. I know everything that has to do with the Tic Tac video. I know everything that has to do with the gimbal video, but they end up. Here let me share. Let me show something that they. I'm going to show. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because you know what? I really don't want to. Okay. Let me see here. Right here. Look at that. Yeah. Little alien head, right? And I got to tell you something. That was when I first saw it. I'll be honest to you. Louis had to cut short because he had a pre-commitment that he had to take care of, and we had to cut short. So we weren't able to do a live reaction towards this on Nerd Report. But I went ahead and went on. And just with my phone, and I'm looking at this thing, and I kind of got caught up in the moment, right? I did get caught up in the moment where I was kind of like, holy crap, right? I can't believe that they showed, that they showed something like this, right? Because it was kind of crazy, right? It was a little on the crazy side. And, but then later throughout the night when I did another reaction, video, and Louis gives me a call and he's like, hey, let's talk about this again. And we went online. I started doing a little bit of research. And listen, I love watching the UFO documentaries. Hell, we've come here. We don't watch sports. We either watch movies or we watch Josh Gates or we watch some kind of documentary. I made you sit down and watch Moment of Contact or Phenomenon or whatever it might be. I do. We're really boring. But what's totally crazy is I remember watching this a few years back, and there's a documentary called Unearthing Nazca, and they talk specifically about this, right? Mm-hmm. And it kind of was a little open-ended, right? It was a little open-ended in regards to, what was shown, right? And it was the same aliens. There was one big alien named Maria that basically they knew it was a fraud. And they kind of briefly yesterday during the UFO hearing, they kind of showed it a little bit, right? They showed the one with the really goofy, long looking, it was goofy. Okay. But again, regardless, they showed it. And, but some of these have been proven to be frauds already. So I am shocked. That the Mexican government allowed Jaime Maussan to show this. It was crazy.
It was I think it was a big psyop, everybody. I think the whole thing was a big distraction tactic. That's what I think it was. It was probably a staged event with a bunch of paid actors. And Yeah, it was probably just there to delegitimize this UFO UAP alien movement that's like gaining steam. Or the Mexican government just wanted to self-delete their credibility. I suppose that's also possible. They just decided to completely delegitimize their 2 cents in this whole thing. So, but I think the more likely case is that it was just a big psyop that the government probably paid for to just delegitimize this movement we got going on here. That's what I think was the more likely scenario.
Yeah, again, it's really unfortunate because I really thought that there was going to be something new, that people were going to take it serious, and unfortunately, right, it wasn't. What was done, okay, was unfortunate. Because I said it's either going to be the biggest hoax or one of the biggest things. And it's a hoax. And I know that today Jaime Maussan has been going online and it's been like, no, come and we're doing a press conference today and come talk to us and we're going to show you, man, it's BS, and it's interesting because like I mentioned, there was some legitimate people there, Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard, Ryan Graves, a decorated pilot, Commander Robert Salas, people who've been, but I said, it's gonna really quickly. I said, people are going to, like Ryan Graves is going to have to say something, do something to clear up his name. And he did. He actually posted something on Twitter today, and he's basically, and here it is, basically saying, if I knew, after the U.S. congressional UFO hearing, I accepted an invitation to testify before the Mexican Congress, hoping to keep up the momentum of government interest in pilot experiences with the UAP. Unfortunately, yesterday's demonstration was a huge step backwards for this issue. My testimony centered on sharing my experience and the UAP reports I hear from commercial and military air crew through ASA's witness program. I will continue to raise awareness of UAP as an urgent matter of aerospace safety, national security, and science, but I am deeply disappointed by this unsubstantiated stunt. He's literally calling it a stunt. And again, it's very unfortunate that they literally, are making people look bad. I know there's a lot of people out there like, oh no, it's still real. It's still real. Guys, I'm telling you, there's research out there already that's been disproven. As a matter of fact, there's a documentary called Mummies of Peru. Okay. And this is what the Mummies of Peru documentary. It was directed by a guy named Fitzgerald. Give me a second here, guys. I'm actually getting the information from this here. Hold on a second, guys. But yeah, Barry Fitzgerald, he directed this Aliens of Peru documentary. And I'm going to share a tweet that he was having a conversation with another ufologist named David Altman. Okay. And basically here, let me put up this. Or give me a second, guys. Let me find the, here we go. No, not this one. I'm not even going to show these aliens anymore because this is, it's unfortunate. Okay. Cameron, can you read that right there?
Which one?
This right here. So Barry Fitzgerald, the director of,
make that bigger.
Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
All right.
Okay. The alien corpses are
real quickly. This is the director of the documentary, The Mummies of Peru. Go ahead.
The alien corpses are fake. We busted a ring of this
skullduggery
in Peru in 2018. They are using various places like the skulls of King Charles, spaniels, and chopping off the nose and using chemicals to stretch the skin. And whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Stretch the skin and convert their work to, oh, that's all What is that?
Converting their work with Diamatius or Diamatius Earth.
Diamatius
Earth.
This dries out the moisture. It got very dangerous for both Steve and I, but we held true, and using multiple teams, we solved it. The DNA test revealed nothing due to the chemicals being used. It corrupted any attempts to find the truth. The truth, however, was found in the bones and the x-rays. And yes, you can indeed use what I said.
Yeah. So again, this was the director of this Peruvian thing, and there's that documentary Unearthing Nazca that basically, when you kind of hear about the guy who found these mummies, at the end, this guy got arrested for selling fraudulent shit. So this guy was never a good person, the person who was selling these mummies. And that's one of the reasons why the Peruvian government didn't really want to participate with Jaime Maussan and this whole belief. So again, it's unfortunate because it's just going to give the naysayers, ammo. And this is tons of ammunition for the people who've been saying this is all horse shit, right? Because now we got some people that hurt us, that hurt the community.
This is what I was talking about earlier when I said that they delegitimized all the steam that this movement was gaining.
Yeah. So now the interesting thing is, I don't know if you guys know, tomorrow, and I got to wait to see with Louis to see if we're going to go live in the morning on the Nerd Report. But tomorrow at 7 a.m. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Actually, by 6:30, NASA, talking about things that are going on, they're going to be having a live stream of a briefing that's going to be held by an independent study group commissioned by NASA in 2022. Okay. So tomorrow, the study group, consisting of 16 experts in the field of science, aeronautics, and data analysis, and it's spearheaded by astrophysicist David Spergel. They're going to be releasing their investigation over the last year. So that's going to be interesting. Again, there's a lot of movement going on. Now, do I trust NASA? Absolutely not. I don't trust NASA for anything here.
Not one bit.
No, at all. Right. I don't think.
I'm fully expecting them to go on tomorrow and basically just say that, oh, aliens aren't real and blah, 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 just to capitalize on the complete joke that conference was yesterday.
Yeah, again, and it's very unfortunate. Now, I want to tell you guys, in regards to things that we have developing, I don't know if any of you guys, by the way, all the people that are on, the truth is I appreciate it. This is our first time actually going live. We really haven't used this channel a whole lot, but we're going to start picking up speed and trying to put up more content. One of the first things that we put up was the interview, okay, that Cameron and I did out at 29 Palms. Did you guys see that by any chance? If you saw that interview already, can you press 1? I appreciate it if you guys can. Okay.
Yes, please spam the chat with ones, guys. Let's get some interaction going on here to boost us in the algorithm, please.
Yes.
Super duper.
But if you guys haven't seen it, you know what? We're going to put this interview up. Now, here's what's crazy. We're only putting up about 7 minutes or 8 minutes of this interview. I think throughout the week, Cam and I are going to post the entire unedited raw video.
We'll put out as much as we can. So I know a lot of people were wondering why we had whittled down basically almost 25 minutes of footage down to basically 10 minutes of total footage. The real reason is just because the audio quality was so bad in a couple of spots, which is really my fault. I hadn't given myself adequate time to mess around with the audio equipment that we were using, and so I was pretty unprepared to utilize that equipment to the highest degree that we could, and so I made some missteps with actually capturing audio. And basically, unfortunately, what happened is I ended up catching way more background audio than I did in front of the microphone, which seems like the worst possible thing that you can do.
Especially since we were doing this interview unauthorized interview. Well, unauthorized the fact that we did it inside of Denny's, guys, right? So the Denny's didn't give us permission to do the interview. We just set up a little tripod, a camera, and we started talking to Sergeant Nicholas Longacre. Okay,
looking back on it, it's actually funny how it played out. We were super worried about getting good audio quality out at the actual
at a park
that kind of was like in the same direction as where this event happened at. And we were so worried about not getting good audio quality out there that we decided to shoot inside of a restaurant, which normally is a terrible idea. And if we later on this week post all the footage, you'll see that you just end up hearing a ton of people talking, a bunch of plates and stuff like that when you're really trying to listen to Sergeant Longacre talk. So it was really unfortunate. And I wish we could have posted the entire 22-minute interview, but we clipped the best parts with the best audio. And that was the 10-minute video that you got. But in the future, we know that we will be paying more attention to the audio equipment to get you guys the best possible quality audio in the future. So that explains it. It was my fault, guys. My bad.
But if you guys, here's the thing, I still think there's a lot of good stuff there. So forgive us for the bad audio. I think we're still going to put some important things because there was a lot of, if you guys saw the interview, and we might stream a little bit, or I might just have you guys go later and watch it. Okay. The cool thing about the entire interview. Okay. Well, actually, let's go from step one for the people who don't know about this, guys. Okay. Yeah, homegrown, the background telling it, but I still got it. Yeah, it's exactly what happened. There was someone doing an interview. There was a Denny's employee at the window doing weird faces, flicking their tongue.
Yeah, it was like some chud. Some homeless dude walked up to the window, was like doing that in the middle of the. I was like, super distracted.
How are they doing it?
Like on the glass, and I was so distracted. What do you do? I'm sitting there trying to we're trying to ask the hard-hitting questions, guys. The real questions, like where do you think this UFO came from? Venus or Mars? And I just see some chud with a beard going like,
dude, where you remind me of that scene in Scarface where Manolo is flicking his tongue at the beach, and Tony Montana says, "What's wrong with you, man?
I barely
you're a lizard or something."
I was trying to convey my inner snake, slippery snake.
So check this out. One of the parts of the interview that I thought, okay, we're going to go back to the very beginning.
Okay.
April 20th, 2021, guys. A group of Marines, approximately it's after 7:30, maybe closer to 8 p.m. They're literally, a lot of these Marines are getting back into they're known as hooches, their barracks. Okay. And they look over the skyline and they see these lights.
Yep.
Okay. And they freak out. This happened again, April 20th, 2021. Now let's not forget that these soldiers know what flares are. They know what airplanes and jets and helicopters and stuff and drones look like. They're the Marines, right, guys? They are the Marines. Okay.
Yeah. The few, the proud, and the brave.
The few, the proud, the Marines, right? So they see this, and they ended up reaching out to Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp, famous George Knapp, right? The guy who broke the Area 51 story back 30 years ago with Bob Lazar and all that stuff, right? So they were reaching out to really good people here. And, May of this year, after Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp continued to investigate, this story, they decided to put out the footage. And they had tons of footage. And if you see our interview that's online, right, we kind of shared some of the footage. We showed some of the images and stuff like that. And, they said, look, we don't know what it is, but they're not flares, right? At first, they thought they might be flares, but as Sergeant Longacre tells us, flares work with gravity. They're these little parachutes, and they go down, right?
I'm not gonna lie. I think the idea that that those things that you see in the video are flares is one of the more ridiculous explanations I've ever heard for something like this. I mean, the lights that are portrayed in that video, they look absolutely positively nothing like flares. I was looking at all kinds of different videos of different styles of flares that the military uses, and the lights you see in that video in the sky, they look nothing like flares in any way. It's not even like, I can't stress it enough. It is such a laughably bad. It's almost like a government level explanation.
Swamp gas. It's swamp gas, right?
Moon rays from Venus and swamp gas mixing together to make you see aliens.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't believe it. It's sort of like the whole idea that whales come from like a prehistoric rat that basically jumped into the water and just swam for a while until it turned into a whale. I remember hearing this.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it. So like, evolution is so fake, guys.
Yeah. So, listen, Daniel says here, anyone with common sense is going to see the difference. So here's the thing is we decided. So
based and true, Daniel.
Yeah.
Based and true.
So a few days after Corbell and Knapp released this footage, of course, the naysayers, which again, some of you guys might be saying, well, you're a naysayer too, because you're crapping all over the fake aliens from Mexico. Look, I hope that I'm proven wrong. But as of right now,
but let me tell you something. Those aliens in Mexico, they're fake. They're super fake. Okay.
Really close. So hear me out. So the naysayers and the guys from
the fakest.
Okay, the guys from the UFO Black Vault, I think they went on. They're like, oh, you know what? These Marines, these highly trained Marines are wrong. They were flares, and they towed the line of the Department of Defense. The Department of Defense goes and says, yep, they're flares. But here's the thing. We actually, in our interview, we actually posted, footage of flares. Flares leave a smoke trail. They actually go down. They only stay up in the air for a few minutes, anywhere from 1 minute to about 10 minutes. Okay. So, Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp, a couple days after the debunkers came on, they went online and said, listen, man, we don't know what it is, but we still have military soldiers telling us no. Now, the thing about the soldiers that went and spoke with Knapp and Corbell, with Knapp and Corbell, is that even though you could hear their voices, they never said, hey, my name is so-and-so, this is my rank, these are my job duties, right? So we, Cameron and I went on a mission. I feel like, the Blues Brothers, we were on a mission from God.
It was a massive side quest. I got to say really quickly, out of curiosity, Alien Queen, what did you see at June Lake
and
Mammoth? What did you see out there? And then go ahead and continue. I'll just wait for them to be in the comments.
So as we go ahead and we put the word out, and I get in contact with an ordnance specialist, right? A sergeant, good standing, honorably discharged. He just separated from the Marine Corps just a few months back. He reaches out to me.
He slid in the DMs.
I was sliding into the DMs. I'm known to slide in. No, I'm not. Nope.
Not this guy.
Nope.
Does not slide in any DMs.
So I start talking to this guy, and he's telling us, look, man, here's the difference between the shit that we saw and flares, right? Flares go down. These go sideways is what he told me.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, shit, I want to talk to you.
Which is not what flares do.
Right. So we did. We went, I literally called them up and I said, dude, we got this fucking interview. Let's go.
Yeah, it was the most nuts thing ever. He called me like super late at night and he was like, bro, you got to get up at like 5 a.m. I'm like, dude, you know how late it is? Like,
it was already midnight.
Yeah, it was like only a couple hours away. I was like, what do you mean? I got to charge everything. I was panicking. Like, you see all this gray hair? It's because of this guy.
Yeah. Well,
anyways,
it is what it is. So we jump on the Jeep and we drive out. Okay. We drive out to, 29 Palms. 29 Palms is about 30, 40 miles away from, like from Palm Springs. It's like right next door to Joshua Tree. Okay. Hold on a second here. You want to click on this one right here?
That one. That was the answer to my question.
All right,
Just a
cool.
second ago.
All righty. And then we go and we talk to the guy. And listen, the interview was great because he had nothing to gain. This guy, he's in good standing with the Marine Corps. He has a very reputable job. He's still serving the community, right? This guy's really good. I mean, upstanding guy, right?
Yeah. He was on the up and up. I didn't get any kind of schizo energy off of him.
Yeah, and the first thing he told us, he goes, man, maybe it was some kind of experimental craft, right? He goes, but they weren't flares, right?
Yeah.
Now, the official report is there were flares, there were flares, there were flares. So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed that because the truth is, Cameron, myself, Louie, Cameron's brother, Skyler, who's a great editor, who actually edited that video for us. We're going to be going on a UFO road trip, guys. So we need your help on this. And the help is, first of all, you know what? Is there a story in California, local to us first, maybe the Southwest area, Arizona, Nevada, maybe we do Oregon, maybe in certain parts of Texas. Texas is kind of big, so I don't know how far we go into Texas. But it really boils down to some fundraising that we're going to end up having to do, right, guys? And so that's what we're going to try to end up doing, guys, is going and investigating other cases. Now, some cases might have been cases you've heard of before. You guys have heard of, the Roswell incident. Of course, that is the holy grail of stories, right?
Who hasn't?
Okay. All righty. So, the Aurora, Texas story. Okay, cool. We could do that. The whole Battle Los Angeles thing that happened, right around during World War II. Hey, we could cover that as well. Okay. So our thing is we definitely want to cover other stories. I hope you guys like the interview, but I am going to give you guys a little treat here. Okay. Because something that hasn't been announced anywhere. Okay. And it's this right here. Let me get to this window.
Oh, we're talking to an alien right now.
Give me a second, guys. Here,
Alien Queen. There's a difference between knowing and believing. Okay, if you're an alien, clearly you know that aliens are real.
Hold on a second, guys. Just bear with me. We're going to show you something that Cameron, even Cameron hasn't seen yet, guys. All righty. So this is a little surprise. This is a little special bonus for you guys.
I spend a lot of time on the internet. I've seen a lot of things.
No, this was not on yours. Okay, hold on a second. Where is this footage here? Give me 1 second, guys.
Oh, man. I'm just seeing more images of the bodies that were shown yesterday at the conference.
Well, you keep on talking.
Oh, man, am I depressed now that I've seen that. It looks like a super stoned ET.
Man, hold on a second.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy to me is that, Steven Spielberg and his people were able to make a more real looking ET out of,
I'm an idiot. That's over
out
here.
of paper mache and freaking potato sack.
And that's what I was going to say
of the Mexican government.
And that's what I was going to say. Those aliens to me looked like paper mache, right? Yeah. And some of the people
bad paper mache work. The body looked like a freaking xylophone. It didn't even look real. The space between the ribs, there was 6 inches between each rib. It was the most pitiful physiological build I've ever seen. Oh, and the guy had no bicep definition. You mean to tell me the guy traveled 80 million light years and he can't even do some curls for the girls? You're kidding me. Ridiculous.
All right, guys. So listen, here it goes.
Higher life form.
Here it goes. Let me see if you guys see it. Okay. Do you guys see that? All right. This is actually someone who reached out to me. Now, you have to understand of how lights work. Okay. The cameras end up catching. They kind of make things flicker a bit, right? So this is someone who sent us footage out of 29 Palms, right? This is also from 29 Palms, right? And all of a sudden the lights are there. and literally they're gone. Right. So,
okay.
All right. So that was kind of interesting to me, because if it was just regular, like, if if it was an airplane or if it was a helicopter or something like that, we would have seen them. But this is all of a sudden there's lights here. There's 3 of them, 4 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. They're all there. They're all there. Okay.
That must be the Bermuda Triangle.
Right. And literally from 1 second to another, okay, they're there. Give it a second. They're there. And they literally they all start disappearing.
Incredible.
Okay. So listen, I don't know what that is. I just wanted to share that with you. Okay. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because our hope is to be able to get people to also give us some of this footage. Okay. I'm hoping that some people see this footage. Now, what I will do here for you guys is I am going to show the interview that we did. Right. So bear with us. It's about 7 minutes.
Yeah,
okay.
Buckle up, everybody.
All right. 7 minutes.
We're gonna sit through it all over again. We're gonna learn today.
Okay. And here we go. Tell me if you guys.
Hey, not bad.
It's not playing. Hey guys, let me know if you guys could hear this. Tell me if you guys could hear this, please. Hit 1 if you could hear it. No sound.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, give me a second, guys. Let me see if I could.
No. There you go. Okay.
All right, keep on talking, Cam, as I try to fix a little bit of the.
Well, as you can see, sound problems are they're a very common occurrence in the world. But you know what is more of a common occurrence in the world? Being able to save about 30% on your car insurance if you switch to Geico. that guys, that ain't nothing.
Hold on a second. She says, "I hear it now." Spirit of the trees.
Spirit of the trees.
Right. Hold on a second.
A lifesaver.
Tell me if I'm playing it again. Tell me if you guys can hear it, please. Nope.
Well, you guys,
You guys can hear us though, right? You guys can hear us?
Yeah. So one thing you can trust is that what he's saying is good. It's like good stuff that is intelligent and thought provoking.
All right.
So, but you guys have seen the video. It's on the channel. Go watch it. Go actually if you have a tablet, laptop, and your phone, go watch it on all 3. Give us those views. We need it. We really need it. And at least we know the audio will work on your device. So
yeah.
You know that. And if it doesn't work on your device, technically it's your fault, not mine. So there's that.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. Well, listen, go online, go onto our YouTube channel, watch the interview. It's about 9 minutes long. We'll be posting the entire thing. We'll probably break it down a little more with Louis. Okay.
Yeah. I know that Louis had a bunch of questions.
Louis did have a bunch of. Is it hot or what? Is they're saying? Where? Here?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Darth Maul's okay.
Sitting next to him.
The Incredible Hulk is
tend to
all
heat
right.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounded a little weird.
It's a new world, you know.
She's quoting the Joker.
Why so serious?
Why so serious? It's funny because we got the Joker.
Yeah, we do actually have some Joker stuff.
We have some Joker stuff.
Not we. I mean, we're just friends, you know. There's no we. We're just friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not a couple.
Yeah, we're just friends, guys.
We're heterosexual life mates. So.
It's all his stuff. It's not our stuff. Right? You know what? It's like not our stuff. It's his. You know.
Alrighty.
It's his stuff, not ours.
She says that she's a Batman fan. Well, over here we actually have a Batman.
Yeah, there's actually a life-size Batman.
Life-size Batman. Right, we do have the Michael Keaton Batman cowl. Yeah, I'm a huge. Actually, we're both big, huge nerds.
Yeah,
yeah. So we do love movies. We have a couple life-size Yodas, Han Solo and Carbonite, Freddy Krueger bus, Gremlins.
We got some cool stuff.
We'll do a tour. You know, in the upcoming days when I kind of pick up a little bit, but listen, let's go back to the UFO topic, guys. Listen,
you guys are here for aliens.
Okay,
let's talk about those.
Okay, so and I know a lot of you guys send me the life-size Batman. I could just dress up Cameron as Batman and send him your way.
That ain't a bad idea. Well,
bro.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if you don't mind a little bit of credit card debt, but hey, I got a good attitude. I'm peppy, you know, and I eat light. That's actually not true. I eat a lot. I eat like a ton, actually.
Yeah,
I'm like a bottomless pit.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. But listen, a lot of stuff is going on. Obviously, mate.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
That you obviously eat a lot.
Are you calling me fat? I'm spirit of the tree. I just said that. I just complimented you a minute ago. That is just
that's hilarious.
That's ruthless.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
Oh
boy.
And honestly, you're right. I could be going to.
You need another beer, Cameron? I'm drinking coffee, guys.
Now I don't want another beer. Who needs the extra carbs?
Who needs the carbs and the extra calories since you're a bottomless pit?
Yeah.
Oy vey. That's crazy.
Okay, spirit of the tree.
All right. All right. So let's go back to all right. So guys, listen, tomorrow I'll double check with Louis and see if we're going to do a live reporting on the whole NASA stuff. To see what's going on with the whole NASA stuff. And then, and listen, and there's a lot of stuff that's been breaking, and I'm expecting there's going to be a lot of, by the way, there's a lot of people that are just jumping all over Jaime Maussan in regards to the whole, these little mummy guys. Okay. And if you go on Twitter, I don't know if you guys do Twitter or not, go on UFO Twitter or UFO X as they call it, or even UFO Reddit. And there's tons of information. There's just tons of information about these things. And I hope I'm wrong. Now, I know some of you mentioned the whole Peru thing. Listen, guys, I don't know what's going on in Peru. I know Louis kind of been spearheading the whole Peruvian thing. And
I can tell you what's going on in Peru.
Okay.
Some craziness. That's what's going on.
Yeah. What it is, I don't know. And I'm going to give Louis credit for continuing to follow up on the whole Peruvian thing.
No.
And there's been a lot of crazy stuff that's been even happening like in Argentina a few days. I don't know if you saw.
Right. Spirit of the bear. You were just saying that we were nerds. Right. Got it.
Oh, okay. It's not the bottomless pit stuff.
Me, you, we got beef now, tree. We got beef now, tree. Yeah.
How about being a nerd? So, I don't know if you saw this, Cam, a few days ago, the Argentinian Air Force started shooting at some UFOs, and there's actually video.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's start a war. Let's start an intergalactic war.
That's awesome. Great.
Let's start an intergalactic war. But seriously, they were starting. Nice. So now here's the one thing, guys, that you guys got to be very careful with. And listen, I'm the first one. Listen, I literally have a poster right there. It says, "I want to believe," right? The same one that Fox Mulder had behind his desk in the X-Files. Right. And I also have one right here, the same one that says, I want to believe.
Little tiny one, but it's
but listen, I do want to believe. And I'm one of the first ones that I'm calling Cameron. Holy shit, did you hear this? Or you got to watch this documentary, or you got to listen to James Fox, or you got to do this.
It's true. He sometimes he hits me up at just schizo hours. Watch this 2-hour documentary. It's like midnight. I'm like, no, go to bed.
Or it's 5 a.m. Are you awake yet?
Yeah, I know. This guy calls me at like 6 in the morning sometimes. Like, yo, did you hear what's the guy from Margaritaville?
Oh, Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett died at like 6 a.m. I'm like, holy hell, I feel like I'm dead. I don't care.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I hate you.
I love Jimmy Buffett. All right. I love Margaritaville. All righty.
Yeah, I mean, I like Margaritaville too, but tell me about it at like 9.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Tell me about it at like 9 a.m.
Yeah,
no, Jimmy.
Yeah, but
at 9. That's when I care.
But listen, I'm going to give you guys, if you guys want, tell me which is your favorite documentary that you guys have seen about aliens recently. Okay. I'm going to tell you the one that I think you guys should watch. I think it's on for free on YouTube. It's Phenomenon. Okay. Director James Fox. It's a pretty good one. And then there's also another one called The Moment of Contact that has to do with the Brazilian. That was a good one. It's about a Brazilian. It's almost like a Brazilian Roswell incident. Okay. This UFO crash. There was aliens. Even like one soldier that transported the alien got sick and died. Yeah, there's tons of information on that one. Also, the aerial school that happened in South Africa.
Yep.
Okay,
that's a good one. That is a good one.
That's creepy, actually. There was tons of kids that saw a UFO landing and stuff, and I know that even Steven Spielberg in the new September 27th documentary that they're releasing on Netflix, they're actually going to cover that story. So, guys, there's tons of information out there. But I will tell you, if you guys can watch Phenomenon, watch Moment of Contact, those are two solid ones. And then, you know what, if you guys want to get scared a little bit and, right before you go to bed, one of my favorite UFO movies of all time, and no, not Close Encounters. Close Encounters I absolutely love. I love ET. I love all those. But the one I'm going to tell you that you guys definitely want to watch is Fire in the Sky, the Travis Walton story. All right. It's the starring Robert Patrick, Terminator 1000, right? T-1000, and also DB Sweeney, right? DB Sweeney, he was in Fast Times at Richmond High. He was in other movies as well. But that's a heck of a movie, alrighty, because it's based supposedly, on a true story, right? That happened in a place called Snowflake, Arizona, which is another area that I'm hoping to go out and investigate because I would like to go out to these areas. So part of it is, even if we don't get a chance to maybe talk to some of these people, maybe we go visit these areas and we could kind of document our experiences there. Alrighty. And then guys, go watch Josh Gates.
Yeah. Watch Josh Gates.
Right. Expedition Unknown. You guys got to watch these guys.
If you see him, I'm telling you, go up to him and give him a hug and a kiss. That's a good guy. We like Josh Gates.
He was at Disneyland a couple days ago.
That's sweet. Did you run into him?
Seriously, no. I by the way, guys, I go to Disneyland about once a fucking week, guys.
He's a stalker.
I'm a Disney adult. I'm one of the guys that Matt Gates was making fun of.
Don't.
Not Matt Gates.
Don't tell them that.
Not Matt Gates. We're going political here. Matt Walsh. I'm one of the guguys that Matt Walsh was making fun of Disney adults. Okay.
Well, you deserve it. So that's
all right, you guys. But let's wrap it up. Cameron, what do we got?
Okay, so let me think. Here's a little bit of dad advice. I'm not a dad though, but here's a little bit of advice. He is a dad. Listen,
I'm a daddy.
You should not put off problems. Okay, so if you have something, even if it's a really dumb little thing that you got to do, just get it done. Don't let it sit there and fester, because when it comes back around and you remember that you needed to do that, it's going to be 10 times worse. Whatever it is, don't care, do it, fix it, whatevs. Also, check out this sweet statue. This statue right here, it embodies everything that I believe in when it comes to
gnomes and
Sasquatch, gnomes, shotguns, and booze. It's literally this is me, basically. This is what's in my head right now. Like whenever Rob is like, "Hey, did you hear the news about that UAP whatever?" And I'm like, this is what I'm thinking about right now.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's epic. He found that at a garage sale. So how fitting.
Yeah, isn't it
you know?
amazing? It's Bigfoot holding a bottle of booze, a shotgun, and he has a gnome strapped to his chest. Which, by the way, guys, we're gonna go. It's not gonna be just UAPs. I think we're gonna, tackle the Bigfoot. I think we're in California. We're blessed to live in the state of California. Blessed because it's a beautiful state. We're cursed because it's an expensive state to live in.
Yeah.
Okay, so folks, stay in Texas, stay in Arizona, stay in Florida. It's really expensive here. But we are blessed to live in a state that has so much to offer, and also so much to offer in crypto stories, right? Such as, Bigfoot, right? And the whole UAP stories as well, and the UFO stories. But we're definitely going to cover more information, okay? Make sure to please like, comment, subscribe. Take a look at the stuff that we have. There's a lot of interviews and stuff that we have on the channel that are more entertainment related, because I'm a big movie nerd, and like Louis, we used to work, I used to work in the entertainment industry a little bit. Okay. So we do love movies. We do love TV shows, and I love talking about all that stuff as well. But right now, I think we're kind of dedicate ourselves a little bit. Okay.
Based and true.
If you have a problem, find a solution. No problems. Oh, I thought she was going to quote like, if you have a problem, I'll solve it, like Vanilla Ice. I'm like, why are you guys quoting Vanilla Ice?
I don't know why she would do that.
If you have a problem, I'll solve it.
Very cool.
Hey,
Ozzy.
Ozzy. Oi, oi, oi. Hey, I got some friends in Australia. Hey, you know what? Actually, speaking of Australians, Cameron and I, we're actually headed to a big rock and roll concert. Okay.
Oh yeah.
In a couple of weeks, we're going to go to Power Trip in Indio, California. We're going to go watch Judas Priest, Metallica, AC/DC,
Guns N' Roses.
GNR, Tool.
And then there's also going to be, did you already say Judas Priest?
Judas Priest. Yeah, it was supposed
Iron
to be initially, it was supposed to be Ozzy, Iron Maiden as well. It was supposed to be Ozzy Osbourne, but Ozzy still hasn't recovered. So we're doing this big old show.
Big F's in the chat for Ozzy, guys. Big F's in the chat.
Yeah. All righty, guys. Well, listen, I think Louis going live here in a minute. So listen, guys, thank you very much. Good night. Stay true.
Peace to the Middle East. And guys, let's go find some truth. Okay.
All righty.
Find some truth. Oh, and eat lots of fiber.
Hold on a second. Saw Gunners here. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Going to see Motley Crue and Def Leppard. I saw Ozzy. We saw Motley Crue earlier last year. It was Joan Jett, Def Leppard, Poison, and Motley Crue. It's a great show.
I saw Alice Cooper and Motley Crue a couple of years back. He was pretty sweet.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys like country, but a huge show coming up in April of next year in Indio as well. It's Stagecoach. I mean, it's a huge show. So if you guys like country, Eric Church, Morgan Wallen, Miranda Lambert, all these crazy people. Yeah, so we'll talk about that another day. All righty, guys. But listen, good night. Be good. Take care.
Be good, y'all. Yeah, that was a good